Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's the one too. That's the one too. That's the one too. All right. What the hell going on? Okay, can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me? Okay, good. Okay, let's say this again. Today's another beautiful day, and we'll continue to speak out. We'll continue to give the message, whether you like it or not. But what we believe in is what we believe in. And this is what we continue to tell our people, that these two parties, we have tried these two parties. And you might not believe it, you will not want to believe it, but the response that we're getting from the public, people who come in the inbox, this coming election in 2029, would that be an easy one? We know that UP will be taking Mr. Bwaka back for re-elections. We know that very well. So it's not nothing for us to shy away from. And now it's up to the opposition. Seditions. We know very well that, yes, you want to take George Weah. You want to bring George Weah back. Some people say we shouldn't criticize George Weah. Let's just sit and wait. No. There are a lot of work who have to be done. We know with ANC people we don't have that strength to win on our own. And the truth is that nobody in the opposition, apart from CDC or UP, according to records, they ban They've been in the second round for what? Since 2005. They've been in the second round. And let President Weah understand this, that UP is the ruling party. Your strength right now is not to run for president. Your strength, the strength of President Weah, is not to run for president, because that strength will not take him to the cross for the finish line. And most of the UP people, they are afraid of you, President Weah, that if you support someone, especially man like Alex Cummings, if you put your support behind Alex Cummings, you will be doing good for our country. You have served, you have tried. There's nothing that you can do. What let call spade a spade. Let call spade a spade. UP will, they have everything in their corner. They can cheat to go to second round. Even they want to cheat to take the first round. But we can come together as opposition. It don't have to be you. The most clean and decent candidate in Liberia is Alexander Cummings. And for those of you who are watching me, Alexander Cummings is not a selfish man. He's a humanitarian. He's a human with humanity. This man loves the people of Liberia. This man's passion is to see Liberia progress, is to see Liberians doing better. But how can we do better when things are not right? We are not gradually. Nobody should say that Mr. Cummings is coming. He's not coming to revenge. You can tell from him. You can tell if your Christmas is going to be good. Most people are saying that Mr. Cummings will not win because he's not a member of UP. Mr. Cummings will not win because he's not a member of ANC and CDC. Because these are the two parties who've been carrying. And listen, the young people are gathering. They are getting up. The Martin Colley, all these guys, they know that things are not working. Things are not working for the ordinary Liberian. Only those of who want to, even you talk to Darius Dillon, you talk to them behind the scene, they will tell you. But they're not going against the government. I know when he hear this one, he will say, man, I can't tell this guy anything. But the fact is that he will come up and say, oh, no, I support the government. Yes. And you see, you know why I go hard on Darius Dillon? I go hard on Darius Dillon because of Darius Dillon, there are a lot of people, Liberians now, that don't trust politicians anymore. And with all that, Darius Dillon is still better off than any senator in Liberia right now. Darius Dillon is 10 times better than any senator. You know what I'm saying? But his weakness is that he's not strong. He don't have that patience. He's spineless. He's quick to give up. But he understands the issues. He understands the issues. Let me be honest with you. But with all that, when you put all the senators together right now in Liberia, I would take Darius Dillon. He's 10 times better than every one of them. So I'm not giving him 100, but I can give Darius Dillon 70. I can give Darius Dillon up to 80 because the other 20% is where he's lacking. I'm not expecting Darius Dillon to have 60 or 50 or whatsoever, but at least he's understand the Liberian politics. But because of situation, maybe that's why he's switching. And they will not argue about anything because they all got money in the budget. They got to go for re-election. That's what they're trying to do, but it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But we want to talk to Liberian people. Please. You said that Mr. Cummings will not win. I got it. But how will Mr. Cummings win if you yourself can't vote for him? How you expect for Alex Cummings to win? He just got one vote. He just has one vote. Dr. Monimba said it clearly the other day on Spoon. It was Dr. Monimba, it was Sarah Beslow, and it was Alex Cummings that wrote the election commission to give back the records to just find out. It's not that they will find a protest, but we know something went wrong. Even Harry Monimba, where he voted, he got 0. So that was strange. So they take, but they all know that Alexander Cummings is the guy. And we notice something again, and we will not shy away from it. Some of them are planning how to bring the gay issue up again. How they're trying to say, oh, Mr. Cummings that gay, Mr. Cummings that gay. We will not shy away from it. We will stand up and we will go after people who think dirty politics work. No. They're not crazy woman. They're not one woman can born crazy child. No. All the crazy people you see in the street, they're not one woman got them. So if people won't come up with that kind of foolish politics, lie on people, we are prepared. We are prepared and we're waiting. Anyone who come up with such thing, we will go after you. We're not suing you, we're not doing anything, but we know how to do whatsoever. The AI is out there to do anything for anybody. The AI that you talk about. Since some people are so naive and some people are backward, that is why Liberia will stay into where we are today. Some people worry when we use ChatGPT. What ChatGPT is about? ChatGPT. What is all about? It's there for us to use. That's what they got it for. Now you can write your book. You don't need anybody helping you. That is why they created all this AI stuff. The ChatGPT. That's what. But some of our Liberian people say, "Oh, the person doing too much chat." Some of them we see. Guess what? Now we see some of them posting directly just how they took it from there and they put it up. That's what they get it for. Hold on 1 minute, guys. He left a phone here. Yeah. Well, okay, I'm doing something now. Bye. So, guys, it is time that we try Alexander Cummings. It is time that we look for good leaders. Seriously. Let us not make our country look as if we don't have anything. I want you to imagine if Mr. Baka is not president. What you think? Do you think you really trust all these people? You have a record on them. You know them, not because they share money with you. When we will put the whole bag of rice business aside, I don't know where the rice business coming about. We are associating, especially the young people. Our population is very young. They got from 20 to 35. They are more. They are more. These are our precious children. These are our children that will take over from them tomorrow. But all our politicians thinking about is what I can make for myself. It is time that we try Alex Cummings. This is the time. We know we have a lot of work to do. We're not shying away from it. There are a lot of work need to be done. Some people are worried about Mr. Cummings surrounding. It will be fixed. We will not put people that will be a hindrance to us, to him anymore. We will make sure that Mr. Cummings reach out to everyone. Best. We're not going to sit there and say that, oh God, hold on 1 minute, guys. Hello?
Chief?
Yeah, what happened? So we asking you, if you love your country, Liberia, if we want to see a better Liberia, it is time that we try someone new. How we're going to get there, we all will figure it out. There are a lot of people, a lot of independent people in Liberia, independent voices. Don't let nobody fool you about Alex Cummings. Don't let nobody tell you he's not worth it, he's not this, he's not that. This man, do you know what it means? You know how many Liberians that are retired and refuse to go to Liberia to live? That they cannot go home, but Mr. Cummings lived in Liberia. Mr. Cummings lived in Liberia since 2016. He moved home. He only traveled now to do his business and to do his things. He don't need to work. Sometimes people say, why he can't run for senator? Why he can't run for representative? Show me one senator or representative have made a difference in that country. To make the difference in Liberia, in the Senate or House, in the legislatures, it must be majority. It's not just one man. But in the executive can do a lot of changes. The president has the power to fight corruption, The president has the power to veto. The president has the power to decide on who have development or not. So my Liberian people, we're telling you, don't be fooled by the same people who yesterday lied to you. 2 years gone now. What they did? We stay in the same place. Let us stop. We just patching one trouser. We want good for Liberia. We want roads. We want electricity. But not to give it to few and we sit there instead of doing the work, everybody just saving, because they're taking advantage of Mr. Bouaka too. They're taking advantage of Mr. Bouaka. Mr. Bouaka is saying that he don't know about $6 million project. If Mr. Bouaka don't know about $6 million project, that means imagine what's happening next in that country. Imagine what is going out of Liberia that we don't know. The president of Liberia, $6 million project to build. He's not aware of it because he was going to stop it. So who running the country? That should send is a red flag. That's a red flag. Who running the country? We can't continue talking. And then when we say this, just say, oh, yes. In fact, the new song now. Oh, but Mr. Cummings said you're going to take the budget to $1 billion. Now we take it to $1.2 billion. And you stay suffering. You took it to $1.2 billion. How are you going to raise the $1.2 billion? You can't tell us. Liberians, don't let them fool you. First food are fool. Second fool, listen, the third one now, they mean you nothing. The people say we greedy. The people say we know what we want. The so-called educated people continue to fool you, especially the ones that are in America. Especially the ones that are in America. They are the ones destroying Liberia. They are the ones sitting here. And when you talk, they say you're jealous. You're jealous on them. Oh, you're jealous against me. You're a hater. What do you mean by hater? You sit in a beautiful country and you pray for bad leadership in Liberia. Even Martin Colley now, who was the president called Rambo or whatsoever, today know that this government have not done anything. This government have failed the people. We voted this government in to change the lives of Liberian people. We voted this government in to fix the school system. We voted this government in to make sure that agriculture is better. In 2 years, we have not seen nothing agriculture. 2 years is a long time for an experienced president, Mr. Bouaka. 2 years. 2 years. A man with 49 years experience in government was just supposed to take that mantle and run with it. But the president is not aware of what's going on. Every one of them who criticize, go and see what they're building today. Even their salary will not build it. Their salary can never build a two giant size building for Eugene Fagon in Bomi Hills when you just cross over. His salary can never build it. Even if Eugene were making $100,000 a year, there is no way he can build that too, because he got to eat, he got to support his family. But today, Eugene Fagon got a 2 big mansion that he want to rent, use as apartment to rent. Every one of them. It's just that they are sophisticated criminals. Liberian people, you are the one we're talking to, not these people. They're fighting for themselves. They're not fighting for you. Imagine what they're doing to Alex Cummings. What about us? What about your son or your daughters or your relatives that want to go to Liberia tomorrow? You have the right to contest. And they will tell you you're foreigner. They will tell you you got a green card or no, you got passport. And we can call names of people that got passport that work in the government. People who are citizens of America working in our government. People who are gay, lesbian, working in our government. But we read it, we glorify corrupt people and downgrade and suppress educated people. You see, I will always say this. All these things started because of the war. When the capable is not available, The available becomes capable. And when the available becomes capable and they take charge, they do not allow the capable to come around anymore because they have enjoyed power and it will not be easy to come back. They continue to lie to you. They will bring bread or rice to your place. They will fool you about development. They will come, they will do all, they will promise you and they let you down. That is why you don't trust no politicians. Because they say politicians are liars. Ellis Cummings is not a politician. He's not a politician. He's a technocrat. He's a businessman. He's a manager. He knows how to fix the economy. He knows what it means and what it takes when a father or a mother cannot feed their children or send their children to school. He knows what it means when it comes to education. He knows how to create jobs. He knows how to encourage and negotiate with foreign partners, with business people, because he was there before. He negotiated with countries for Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is not just a place they sell Coca-Cola. No, it's a whole company. It's a company of Fortune 500 company, one of the biggest company in the world, Coca-Cola. To see your Liberian, but we vote for people in Liberia based on their gender, based on your tribe, based on whatsoever, because we're from the same tribe, I should vote for you. And when Ellis Cummings is president, his appointment will have nothing to do with partisan. It will be based on experience and on yourself. It got nothing to do with ANC or CDC, but every Liberian will have a freedom. Every Liberian. Mr. Cummings has received the worst when it comes to politics in our time. The only thing, nobody have jailed him yet. Nobody have arrested him like before where they had military government. But they have done the worst to this man. Lie on him that he fingered documents. Lie on him, especially UP and ALP, along with the half of Liberty Party. Try everything to destroy him just because of power. My people, who are we? We want to fix Liberia. We want to do this, but yet we don't want to make the high choice. It is your right to support whoever you want to support. But why should you continue to give Liberia a bad leader? Why? Why you continue to give bad leadership to Liberia, the country that you expect to retire in? We have everything to our advantage, but yet and still we choose to do the wrong thing. You choose to do the wrong thing. This coming 2029 is not an easy ride. We know that very well. We're not saying that we have the numbers. No, we don't have the numbers. We don't have the numbers. But we got something special. We have a diamond. A diamond. We have the best candidate. We don't have the numbers. So what we're doing is to build up that team, because we realize that most Liberians are not actually registered members of political parties. But we got to talk to our people. We got to talk to them. It is time to do the right thing for Liberia. It is time to do it for your children. 20 years, these two parties have never served anything. 20 years. 20 years. CDC and UP are just going at each other with no results. Let's speak truth to power. Let's be honest. Let's tell them. Liberians, seditions, I know you love George Weah. But let us stop doing what we're doing to our country. Yes, Joshua can go into the second round. Yes, Joshua is a winner. He can win. But can Joshua win the second round? Eh? Do you want to deprive Liberia because you think UP and UP is praying to God to meet you because UP is so sophisticated in a way that there is nothing you can do. It's hard for them to cheat majority. You know what I'm saying? UP don't have the numbers to win first round election. They know that very well. Please, we'll continue to talk to you guys. We'll continue to say it and say whatsoever. I'm not going to take too long here today. You can call on this number. Let me correct it better first. If you want to be a part of the show, you can get our check accept 2 or 3 calls, and then we can call the date. But Liberians, our country deserve better. Our country deserve better. Let me show you this thing, and I will show it again because it's the same thing. They lie to us. And look at, I want you to watch this video, kind courtesy of OK, and see how they laugh about with the laugh at the mayor or whatsoever.
Mr. President, our job is to clean cities. So we must be bold to tell you what we are going through. There is a need for increment, in our salaries. It is unfortunate to note that a city mayor taking $64 US. Our salary should be around the deputy minister's salary. Because we're doing plenty of work. Okay. We also need equipment to upkeep our cities, and employment of our city workers, the volunteers, all over this. Our cities. So we can't stand here and say everything is okay with us, Mr. President. There's a need that something is done in that case. Thank you so much. We raise our case.
Okay. Now, look here. The man says city mayor makes $65. $65 a month. When Alex Cummings said, if I'm president, superintendent will be around deputy minister of ministers, and they will be held accountable for their counties. When he said it, everybody laughed. Who's sitting right by the president? Right by the president is Thomas Fowler. Thomas Fowler had to switch to UP because if he don't, they were going to remove him and he was going to lose most of his business because in Liberia, when they take you out, your cities, your business with Estela Minta, everything going to go away. A senator or representative, he has one of the biggest business, trucking business with companies. So even an ordinary person cannot even rent a truck. But that Thomas Fowler, the same Thomas Fowler, UP yesterday were calling thief 5. Today he's comfortable. He's sitting right by the president. And another thing that the president said he don't know anything about. Listen to one of the president spokesperson. I want you to listen to the president's spokesperson. Listen to this. Listen to it keenly. Listen to it.
This is owned by the government of Nigeria. Contributions will come from other regional partners, like the president said, that they will contribute. Some of them have committed to contributing. There is a circulation around that. Oh, this is built by ECO. Because MRU, the president never said that this is built by MRU. It is named MRU. That doesn't mean it is MRU solely that is constructing. For our partners from other countries definitely are contributing because they will contribute.
That's the project there. You go there, there's nothing there in my name.
So who's building it?
So who's building that project? Is it funded by Liberia exclusively?
It's going to be funded under the Mana River. That means Guinea, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire contributory.
But it's on already.
It's on. It's been funded.
Why didn't they tell you about the project?
Well, but they make it
Well, you know me, they know very well I would have resented initially because I don't want anything done there. And so they wanted to make sure.
You'll see that for yourself. This guy said the president never said it. Even the president don't even know that Mana River is just 3 countries: Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Guinea. But he add Cote d'Ivoire there, and some people say, oh, well, how far from Cote d'Ivoire to Guinea? They will rent the place. And the president said he's not aware. He said the funding is coming from MRU. But one of his close men, I don't know who's that guy, I don't know, maybe that Kesseli or what, saying that the president never said it. What do you expect? These are the older people who have tried, and never made it. Mr. Bouaka brought them back in government. So Mr. Bouaka is not running the government. That is why we say nothing have changed. Not because rice is $14, something have changed. No. Not because electricity came on yesterday and was not on today, that means something have changed. No. The little roads that is going on, nothing have changed. The lives of the people have not changed, my people. The lives have not changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed at all. Yeah. Paying $65. $65. And then they laugh about it. That was a serious business. Yeah. That was a serious business. But they laugh. $65. Look, we just said something. The president has the authority to reduce prices, to reduce salary. Don't let nobody fool you. The legislatures is 3 branches. They make up the salary and what's for themselves. Now, this will happen. Whenever the executive put the budget together and send it to the legislatures, the president can say, listen, we don't have money to pay this huge salary. We all must take a cut. From the president down to elected officials must take a cut. For the executive, the president can just veto it. Now, the legislatures is aware that the money in that budget will not be used. Because the executive is corrupt, they got no choice but to agree with the House to increase their benefit. So everybody 50-50. You increase it, I increase it. The only people that they can't argue with is the judiciary. But these people get 20, in fact of 30,000, they get $100,000. They increase the budget to $10 million increasement in the budget. The speaker alone get $1.2 million. The speaker alone, $1.2 million. A salary, a benefits. And guess what? He will finish it. He got money for generator. But we got LEC. Why you get money for generator for? We got LEC. Why the president get generator to his house? LEC is stable. So these are the things we talk about, Liberian people. Y'all stop it. Y'all listen to Facebook. The same way you look at us, the same way we look at them. There is nothing changing in our country. Everything is still the same. If not because of you and myself sending money to Liberia, what people will suffer. Nothing they're doing on jobs. Nope. All they do, they increase taxes. That's all it does. They do. Taxes. They just continue to add, and continue to add on the people. And you know what I'm saying? They continue to add. So Liberians, there are a lot of good people out there who want to come to Liberia to invest. But They got the message. They can come. They know that we're wasting our time. They say the government is wasting their time. Other people want to, oh, you just come to Liberia to invest. How can you invest in Liberia when the government self cannot even protect you? Eh? Then you will say that, oh, foreigner taking over the country. And let me tell you something. A Ghana man can go to Liberia and do an odd job and make money. The same way we leave Liberia, we go to other places and clean poo-poo and do all kinds of things. In Liberia, you're not clean poo-poo in Liberia. No. Even if you open poo-poo company, you're not clean, you go open to clean poo-poo. And even that little man will not do it. That's why, because lack of dignity of labor, that is why everybody, even if the man know A from Brufra, he won't be an office boy. Even that office boy, just so he'll dress up good, and they say, oh, that man working in the minister office, that man working in the senator office. We don't respect mechanics. We don't respect plumber. We don't respect technicians, electricians. We don't respect them. A dirty job. We don't respect them. Everybody want office job. You guys know that very well that Cummings is the only politician, until we can get somebody else. He's the only guy that we're looking up to. The only guy. He has everything it takes. He will know how to bring in people. He has the international contact. Oh, because he's not corrupt. Because he's not showing off. When he gave people gifts, he don't talk about it. I think we just got to live with it. He don't have to talk about it. Mr. Cummings don't have to brag that I gave 200 bags of rice, I gave 50 bags of rice, I gave 10 bags of rice. He don't have to talk about it. He don't have to talk about it. Mr. Bwaka ate money from Mr. Cummings. Everybody in Liberia ate money from Ellis Cummings. He did it because he's stupid? No. Mr. Cummings coming into the presidency has nothing to do with his finances. He's not going there for financial benefit. He believes that he can make the difference. And based on his record, he can make the difference. Based on his record, he can make the difference. It is clear. There is no particular degree for you to run for president. There's no particular things that you must do or where you work for you to run for president. There is nothing like governmental experience. Nowhere in the world. You made it up yourself. If Mr. Bwaka is the governmental experience you're thinking about, then it's better not to even get it. Because government, if he's the word you say governmental experience, that means when I walk through that door, I know the first thing to do on day one. But Mr. Bwaka still struggling to keep the government going. Everyday corruption, nobody has been prosecuted. Everything the president promised, nothing. Everybody running roads. Oh, developmental is ASIBO. These are projects that you need to continue. Yet the hospital there in Bopolu is abandoned because of Bill for George Weah. They abandoned it. They're making the election about them. They're not worried about you. CDC and UP not worried about you. Let me be honest with you. Those of you who are in the poo-poo water, they're not worried about you. Because if they worry about you, they will not take the time to be arguing with CDC. Or CDC will not be arguing with them now. CDC is in the opposition. Y'all do your work. You told the Liberian people that CDC was a bad government. So you're going to win. They gave it to you. And let me say this, seditions, please. I know you love George Weah. But how can you love George Weah more than yourself? Eh? You've been behind CDC for long, since 2005. You struggle. George Weah came to power and abandoned every sedition and brought in his own people. Not even qualified ones, so his own people. And they stole. You know, sometimes when I think, my mind, I can ask myself, who are we? Are we really Liberian? That look at our history, but we'll not stop it. We'll not give up. We'll continue to talk. We'll continue to play the message. We'll continue to talk to our Liberian people. So just stand by for a show. We come here with a show that will run 5 days, 5 days a week, and we'll make sure that this thing here is relayed on other small channels. So we extend ourselves. We'll reach to the 2873 district. You're right. And okay, let me see what Jiba say here. Okay, this is Joseph Boakai supporter. He said, "This is why nobody's siding with you, General. Even Cummings not sure of becoming president." Now, let me just educate Jiba a little bit. And I continue to tell Jiba, but he will never understand it. It will be very hard for him to understand that Mr. Cummings is not a member of UP. He's not a member of CDC. Mr. Cummings, the thing that Mr. Cummings and Mr. Boakai has in common, that they are Liberians and they were all created by God. And apart from that, Mr. Cummings' knowledge of leadership, governance, Mr. Cummings is far better than Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai could have never ever held a position that Mr. Cummings had. You understand? Even if Ellis Cummings and Mr. Boakai apply for a job today, apply for a job, they will take Alex Cummings because based on his background. That was the fake background that Mr. Boakai gave us that would make him president today. Corruption is not about stealing money. Lying too is part of corruption. Making up stories. So you see, Mr. Boakai is only president because they chose to make him president. Because the people took him, the political cartel, the corrupt politicians say that we can't make it on Ellis Cummings. Let's push Mr. Boakai through. And Mr. Boakai lied his way through. He was broke. He couldn't afford it. He living on loan. And they make him president. And today we see what we're in. You only standing with Mr. Boakai because he's your countryman. He's your tribal man. That is why you're standing by Mr. Boakai. But Mr. Boakai lied his way through. Mr. Boakai promised, he just made a promise. He said, listen, this time around, I'd rather sleep with the devil to win. Martin Colley today, Martin Colley will be in one of the biggest protests that will take place in Liberia because he's disappointed in President Boakai. He's disappointed in President Boakai. John Molu, disappointed in President Boakai. He's disappointed. Everything that was promised, it never went through, my brother. Don't tell us about paving roads. Don't tell us about grading road. That's the job of the government. That is the job of the government. Liberia is so small. The government must take care of roads, education, and hospital, and health, and be able to encourage businesses in Liberia. You've been trying to go to Liberia to do business. You cannot do it because the government is not clean. It's not ready. And what is the relationship between you and your Cummings from the same country? No. It's totally different. It's totally different. I don't consider Mr. Cummings from Maryland County either. I was born in Maryland. Mr. Cummings' father is from Maryland, so that's not why I'm behind him. But for you never see anything wrong with Mr. Bwaka. I've criticized Mr. Cummings before when he made a mistake on certain things. He made a statement one time, and I came and said, no, that's not a statement you need to make. You understand? So, but you are saying that Mr. Bwaka have done nothing. Mr. Bwaka told you that he's not aware of the project. How can you, Jiba, in your house, your wife is building a house and you're not aware? That means you're not in charge. If your wife is building a house in Liberia and you don't know, it's not even in your name, that means you're not in charge of your wife. That means you're not in control. So Mr. Bwaka was $6 million because they said 10. He reduced it to 6. Okay, we accept it. $6 million, $1 million, not nothing, to build a place for Mana River Union according to them. And he's not aware. Who negotiated it? How it will pass? That alone tells you that Mr. Bwaka is not capable of being president of Liberia. He's not. That alone will tell you that Mr. Bwaka is not capable of being president of Liberia. How can you be a president and who signed the document? Who signed the document? Who negotiated the contract to do that? Who they gave the contract to? To another man from the same tribe. You know what I'm saying? Ernest Cummings is the only man who have never uttered a word that would touch, that would put Liberia in place. Mr. Bwaka threatened war in Liberia before. That if the election don't go the way, there will be no Liberia. He threatened us. You ever heard Mr. Bwaka, Mr. Cummings insulting Mr. Bwaka? No. But Mr. Bwaka insulted Mr. Cummings. Mr. Bwaka called Cummings Congo man. Mr. Bwaka tell people that nobody know Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings was nowhere around. But at the same Alex Cummings who gave the highest amount of money to his so-called foundation. You know what I'm saying? So what you want to tell us? We still is the same political cartel. That's why Mr. Bwaka is president today. Because they could not defeat Mr. Cummings' behavior. They could not defeat Mr. Cummings' behavior. And every one of them knows that Alex Cummings is the guy that can change it. They are afraid. And you, Jiba, if Mr. Cummings is president, you will be happy to go to Liberia to do business. You will be very, 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 very happy to do business because you will understand what it means. He said you need to be selling Cummings rather accusing JMB government. Now you see that you're coming to yourself now. Oh, you made a comment and I answer you. Now I'm going to be selling Mr. Cummings and then leave. No, Joseph Bwaka is the sitting government. We want to remove him. We want to remove Mr. Bwaka government from power. We want to shut down the cartel. Our plans, and I will tell you again, the same people who supported Mr. Bwaka are disappointed. And there's an uprising. When I say uprising, it's not a protest, just a protest. Young Liberians are coming together and say, listen, enough is enough. There are a lot of young Liberians out here who must change that country. They're not into election. Some of them looking at 20, 35, 29, yes. So they're trying to pave the way because enough is enough. Look at Martin Colley posting now. He will tell you that this government have been, this is so disappointing. This government have done nothing. You continue to tell us about rice. Rice is $14. So what? Is there a job in Liberia? Banjoing our resources that Mr. Bwaka refused to even look at concessions and they continue the same thing. The same thing they went against. They're doing it today. The harmonization up to now, our people are not benefiting. When you know what you're doing, you see, that's what makes Ellis Cummings different. When Ellis Cummings was talking about increasing our budget to $1 billion, he broke it down and said, this is the area we will receive the money from. This is what we'll do gradually. In 3 years, our budget will go to $1 billion. He said also in agriculture, in 3 years, we should be able to feed ourselves. That's enough time. That is enough time. He never said we'll build schools. He said we'll train teachers and we'll start renovating every school building first to bring it to order. And then we continue the long term. In everything, there's short term and long term. But what people don't tell us, Ellis Cummings is the only one who tells the Liberian people what he wants to do and what we should do together as a team. But we come there, everybody say road. Oh, we need roads. But how will you want road when you can't even invest in agriculture? We're spending more money on salary, on trips. The president of Liberia went travel more than any president in the world. From the weird time all the way, they make more trips. And when you see them to these trips, they see other representatives instead of president. Instead of president. Everything they come into lies because our people don't know. Because our people are not aware of the truth. Because they know our people are not educated. We continue to fool them and keep them to be beggar. Our children still selling in the street. Liberian people, the children still selling in the street. 9, 10, 11, 12, selling in the street while they're supposed to be in school. Because you know why? Mr. Boakana is behind a tinted glass. Mr. Cummings not going around promising people. Mr. Cummings speaking the truth. Mr. Cummings don't need our money because God bless him. Mr. Cummings don't have to invest in Liberia. He don't have to. If Mr. Cummings open his own business in Liberia, tell me how many people are going to benefit? How many people are going to benefit? If he open a business in Liberia, in Monrovia, will the people in Nima County benefit from that business? Mr. Cummings can't help the whole country. Mr. Cummings cannot take whether he have $5 million, $50 million, take it and share it with everybody. No. But Mr. Cummings wants for Liberians to be better than him. Even if one Liberian failed to do business, you must give another Liberian a chance. Only Ellis Cummings have said that. I never hear any of them talking about fighting corruption. On the surface, they pretend that they're fighting corruption. But how will you fight corruption when you corrupt yourself? How can you fight corruption when you yourself is corrupt? How can you fight corruption? The president is not aware of $150,000 and $2.something million card for president and vice president. They're not aware. Because they can't talk, they say that grace pay. Everything at grace pay. We complain about Joshua appointing so crew people. But Mr. Boakana have appointed all the people from Nima, from Lofa County. The Kisi, the Bandi, and the Loma people. We will protect our own. Thomas Fowler, our own. The one who stole from the legislators, he's still enough. That's the man you people wanted to prosecute. But today they're rejoicing. They're rejoicing. Listen, do the work. Because I don't care what happened. There will still be an election and people will still contest. The young people will remove anybody. Look, 2029, we are tired. We cannot bring CDC back to power. We cannot keep UP. We cannot. Seditions, that's not you. You did everything possible. You seditions, you want to curse, you can curse. You did everything to give Joshua power, and you did it. You did it. You broke a record that no party in Liberia have broken. In 17 years, In 17 years, you president, you reached to the presidency. In 12 years, you were able to reach at the presidency. You were always first and second, first, second, first, second, first, second. So you broke it. That party had intellectuals. They had the most qualified Liberians that you can ever think about. CDC. CDC had the most qualified Liberians that you can ever think about that could change things around. That Liberia is going to be one of the best countries. But because of President Weah leadership, because I'm saying it, and President Weah will not understand and support Alex Cummings, it's up to him. It's up to him. Then he's selfish. Then he's selfish. And you people who around him that understand, yes, your loyalty lies to him. But if President Weah want to enjoy Liberia as former president, he must make that move. Support Alex Cummings. If you want to enjoy Liberia as a former president, support Alex Cummings. But you will not enjoy it under the UP government. Because the hatred for you is not for us. Our own, we just got political differences. But I don't know what you did to them. And you know you're not going to run, President Weah. You know you not want to. But you will go there, you will cross the line, but you will not finish. You will cross the first line, but you cannot go to the finish line. You know that very well. Why you want to keep Liberia in a dungeon? Yes, you're popular. Popularity counts. Popularity counts. You have somebody in the opposition or candidate that UP is afraid of. And trust me, UP versus Alex Cummings in a second round, that's a wrap. UP will never win. With your support, with UP and Mr. Cummings, trust me. Who do you want to bring? Do you want to support somebody different? No. It's impossible. Because how are you going to do it? And that is true, I'm saying. I'm not saying I will BIGO. ANC alone cannot win election. We know that very well. We know that very well. But with the help of all the oppositions, even people who are in power, they know that only Alex Cummings can make the change now. Only Alex Cummings that we're looking up to make the change, or else we will remain into this rigmarole, and we're not going nowhere. For those of you who in America who are afraid of Alex Cummings, who are jealous of Alex Cummings, that's your business. But one thing, if he's president, it will be good for you and myself. That's the time you'll be a proud Liberian. That you will go to Liberia and do your business and you go by the rules. Do you think it's just because of a job we're looking for that we'll sit back and wait for 20 years to get a job because we ain't got nothing to do? No. It's not the job that we're looking for. Working for government is not an option. Working for government is not something that you must work for government. No. But it is your right also to participate. If you want to run for office, you run for office. We got Liberians who into this country. Oh, I love education. But some of us never had a hand. You have the opportunity. Someone get 2-3 masters. From BSc to masters to PhD. They have not worked. All they're praying to do is to go to Liberia and steal. Listen to me. A real Liberian going to Liberia to work for $2,500 or $2,000, you're a criminal. You got your wife, you got your children, you got your house in America, you got to pay mortgage, and you go to Liberia for $3,000, you're stealing. Because you got to live in Liberia. You got to hang out in Liberia, you got to eat, you got to feed a family. So how you paying your mortgage? If you're a single man, I understand. How do you pay your mortgage? Even $5,000 is not enough. You're paying $2,500 for mortgage in America. You got to live in Liberia. You need car, you need food, your children need this, your children need that. And you telling me you left from here, go to Liberia to work for $3,000 or $2,000. You what? You deputy minister or you assistant minister. They put you to something like a foolish place. That's to steal. That's to steal. Oh, don't worry, they're chopping. Then you get people talking about I saw the diaspora fund was invest. No, sir, nobody forced me to invest. Nobody forced me, nobody to invest. But the fact of the matter, when I look at, they were talking, I listening to Dwalu. I'm not an economist. I'm not a financial man. But my own problem is that what's the investment? Which type of investment I should buy shares in? I should buy shares in my future. I don't know which type of investment, but I should give the money and they use the money. Let me put it in a common sense way now. They will use the money to invest in what? In Liberia. Which of the company you came to? Which of the company you say, oh, we must go home and do this? Do you know how many Liberians that are gone to Liberia to do business and still can't make it? That it's not easy to make it in Liberia because the government continue to suppress us. You think that's how the Lebanese people do business there? No. Some of them went over there with $10,000. Their friends helped them. They start working with their friends. They go to the bank loan them money. They make the money, they carry, they pay the bank back. The bank prefer dealing with them. Or they go to government official to get contracts. When they get a contract, they pay the government official 10%. But the government official cannot give it to a Liberian. Or Liberian go in the bank to get a house, to get a loan to build a house. They go there for 50,000, they coming back with 40,000, or they coming back with 45,000. So who going to pay the other 5,000? That is how the whole system is scammed. That is how the banking system look like. The Lebanese people going there now. Before, the Lebanese people would go to Liberia with money. I met Isa Eve on the flight from Morocco. And we're discussing. He said, listen, Liberia is not the same anymore. He said, when we came to this country, to Liberia, we came with money. Now the new Lebanese people come in with nothing. When they come, they make their way. They know how to use the computer. They put things together. They go to one official and say, listen, I can do this for you. Lebanese men can bribe. They rather bribe $10 than to pay $2 taxes if you give them chance. They are all around the world. If you go to Ivory Coast today, 70% of the businesses in Ivory Coast is owned by Lebanese people. Oh yes, owned by them. So when you see them in Liberia, some of them cannot even survive in Nigeria and other places. But Liberia, our government officials, imagine, we have our oil blocks all over the place. Not a day you hear the Liberian government saying that if any Liberian that can bring in an investor, you can get one of the land, this, because you go there now, you want the oil block, they will deny you. They will push you around. But yeah, on Nigerian man going there, the other guy went the first time he paid $10,000 or something, or $10 million. He sold that thing for $200 million to Chevron. You understand? When you're not inside, you don't know the people that they're eating, they want to get rich. But when they get rich at the end, what happened? They say things are okay. You saw all the big boys. Then you're worried about people having party. You saw the big guys that are all white. They're enjoying. Things are hard. Monrovia is not Liberia. Look at other counties. Liberians, you yourself. You, the citizens. You need to do better. You need to look, ask the question. What will you do when it comes to education? Ask the question. You say, oh, nobody knows Mr. Cummings. How do you want to know Mr. Cummings? Mr. Cummings should come to your house and give you money. Do you know Mr. Bwaka? Mr. Bwaka ever came to your district? Mr. Weah ever came to your district? No. So why are you holding one person accountable? Why are you holding one person to high esteem and all the other people you don't care? How many people on social media promoting Cummings? I'm the only one promoting Cummings. Is that a problem? Is that a problem? How many people on social media promoting Mr. Bwaka? Now, you ask the question, I answer your question. How many people promoting Mr. Cummings on social? I don't want to do it because the other people are not doing it, and they will do it later on. So it means that because they're not doing it. So okay, me say, okay, this time there will be no number maybe 0.00%. Okay, now you see you out of track. You out of track. So I can't say anything again. So you out of the show. Thank you, Troko. Thank you very much. Now you're trying to be sarcastic, so I can't talk to you. I can't answer none of your question again. Yeah. I can't answer none of your question. So you say next time will be 0.0. Okay. So Mr. Bwaka was defeated in 2023 with the least. In fact, let me make you to understand that Mr. Bwaka was elected with less than 1 million. Mr. Bwaka had less than 1 million vote. So it's not popular. It's not popular. He had 800 and some more thousand votes out of 1.6. He had 800 and plus because he defeated CDC with almost 20,000 votes. So remember this, that it was not a landslide. It was not a landslide. It showed that there was a mistake. It shows that there was a mistake. And if CDC were going to challenge the results, maybe you are going to lose the election. So be thankful that President Weah decided, because if they're going to say no, we want for rerun or whatsoever, Mr. Weah had everything in his corner to call for rerun. But we're happy that it went the way it went. So don't think that Liberian people are stupid that tomorrow you want to steal, because we know UP want to steal this coming 2029 elections. We know exactly what you guys are doing. So we're waiting for that time. And you'll see how Donald Trump now arresting people. Trust me. You don't want us to cause the noise to let Donald Trump hear it. Not because Donald Trump say you can speak good English now. Don't let nobody fool you that because you sign the HPX document, that means Donald Trump is in your favor. They play Donald Trump air right now. He's looking for a help. And when we start to cry, and when the people jump in the street, if one person is killed or jailed, you will be in trouble. Don't let Liberian people make the president look like you're a dictator. Guys, don't do that. So we are saying that Mr. Bwaka is incapacitated just by not knowing. Maybe we're not seeing it now. Just by he not knowing that there was a $6 million project going on. You understand? It's a $6 million project going on. He knew about it. Mr. Bwaka living his best life. Mr. Bwaka have renovated all his houses, the one that in Bombing Hills, the one that in Lofa County, through taxpayer money. He never did it. He never renovated his houses when he was vice president. He never renovated the houses when he was not president. Every renovation that was taking place, even on Mr. Bwaka's present house, it was done by taxpayer money. When he was vice president, they increased it. They added parking lots. Now he president. They all do the same thing. President Weah fixed his house. Madam Joel Howard fixed her house. Madam Sally fixed her own. Everybody. But listen, Ellis Cummings will not fix his house. Ellis Cummings will not buy new cars. Ellis Cummings don't need his house to be fixed because it's fixed to be a living place. You understand? So guys, let us do the best thing. Nobody make this government afraid of Trump. Sheikh Fire said that's not true. Free, fair, and transparent election will win all. Okay. So you see, Yes, that's the truth, my brother. That is the real truth. Corruption. Why? You know, this one I can't get over. Even the people of Liberia, you going, you running for office, you living in a district. They say, oh, you know, we ain't get chairs. Oh, our children are going to school and no latrine in our area. We even get drinking water. You say, okay, since the people been crying now and I know they will vote for me, let me build a latrine and then dig the well. After you finish, while you doing it, they tell you, say, we eat money, don't mind. And they will vote against you. In that even in a year where they put the well, they will vote against you. What kind of country that people love bad leaders? I can't believe it. They vote against you. Oh, that man there. Then the same senator or representative who you voted for 5 years ago never came back. Show up today and telling you, uh, 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 telling you that they're telling you that don't mind that man. He just won't come to America. He will soon run away just now. He will soon run away just now. Don't mind that man there. Hold on 1 minute. I'm trying to. So you see, these are the same people who will come back and say, "Oh, the senator will go to them. Don't mind that man. He will soon run away just now. By the time he finished." Hey Prince, I was trying to bring you on, but I don't know what. I was trying to send you my stuff. Let me say, did you listen to the student at the Oh man, Jiba man, what the student at the university got to do? The student to the university like brother Joseph Boyka supporter, everybody got supporter there. So listen, we know UP uh, 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 um, Prince, if you can put in your contact, I can send you the link and you come. I will be getting out of here in the next 20 minutes. So you can say something. And I'm going to post the link. If anybody want to come up, you can come on. If anybody want to come on, let me see. Copy. Okay. I got the link right up here. If anybody want to come on, you can click onto this link. You can click on those link if you want to bring it up so you can come and I'll give you 2 minutes of my time. So I will be leaving from here in the next 20 minutes and I got other things to do. You understand? So you see, these are the problem we're going through when our own people, for example, they say Mr. Cummings must create. Jordan say, why Mr. Cummings he forced to be president? Someone say let Mr. Cummings run as a let him go in the house. Which are the representatives who have made a difference in the house? Nobody. Making the difference in the house is collectively making a difference in a house is collectively. One man cannot make it because you need that 50%, you need 51 to win anything that you put down. So you cannot make it. That means you want to live. You see, Barack Obama went into the Senate and he spent 2 years in the Senate and switched because Barack Obama intention was not to stay in that Senate. He was a young man, but you're not telling me that Alex Cummings should go and run for the Senate. Why Donald Trump run for the Senate? You don't have to run for the Senate to run for president. You don't have to. Who told you that? Only in Liberia. Governmental experience, what they call governmental experience. Look, Mr. Baka failed the people, man. He discouraged most of his supporters. The only person that is not discouraged right now is my brother here, Jiba. He's not yet discouraged because no matter what happened, Mr. Baka stay good. Mr. Baka is okay, but Mr. Baka, I think in leadership he failed miserable, and that's why we gave him four, for the last year, and what gave him four is that because he was so able to suspend some people, and that's the difference. But for the experience of Mr. Baka, I don't think things were supposed to be bad. Yeah, things could not be bad that way. You can't just say, oh, Jiba said Mr. Cummings is educated, kind man, but he's not a presidential material. So you're listening to this now. Madam Salif, the President Taylor is a presidential material. Madam Salif, a presidential material. And Joseph Boakai is a presidential material. George Weah is a president. But Mr. Cummings is not a presidential material. So, Jiba, don't make me question you, ask you some question, but you're not. What presidential material? Another one again, he said, other sentiment. This government is one of the best government. Ah! Oh! Ooh. Let me see what Fire say here again. Waka will be president for 12 years, then later turn it over to his VP. That's your business, my brother. The child who said the man will not sleep, didn't say will not sleep. So Fire, you yourself will be in America just like us. Don't be too emotional. I mean, I beg you. Don't be. You stay patching the same trouser. You patching the same trouser. Then you saying that Mr. Cummings is not a presidential material. Ah, God. Ah, Miss Wildfire again. Cummings cannot be president in Liberia. No problem. you know, you know. I mean, okay, we drink small water. Eh, Joseph Waga supporter that I give up on your man. What? I give up on your. uh, okay, let me see something here. Uh, uh, So, guys, let's see when they born and go to funeral. Oh Jesus, no, no. I joined fire and my man. So let me see what. Okay, let's go through the comments and I'm getting ready to leave. Joseph Walker used the Liberian people money to build property in Foya districts. That's the fact. Uh, he said, I know general fund cannot finish. And then fire say, that is reality, but you will not believe it now. Okay, boss man, I can believe it. And my friend said 85% of Liberians support the government. What is your point? No, how can you say 80? Hey, man, Mr. Stop it, man. You say 85%. Eh? Why? Listen, if you tell me that Mr. Bwaka have energized the base of UP, I will listen to you. But when you say 85%, we got 5.4 million people plus in Liberia. 85% approved for the president. Sedition got more than you people. The first thing, CDC have always win the first round when it comes to one-on-one. So I believe that CDC got more members than Unity Party. Fact. 2005, CDC won the first round. 2011, you cheated CDC, they got pissed off, they didn't participate in the second round. 2023, CDC won the second round, the first round, and the second round. 2023, CDC won the first round. So technically, by fact, CDC has more membership than UP. So UP is the oldest party, but not the biggest party. No, not the biggest party. Now, in the second round, that is where two evil, and we chose the lesser evil. So that is the fact. That is why we're not stupid, because these two parties trying to make the election about them. So whenever they enter the second round, Liberians will have to decide which way to go. And don't be surprised that even if CDC whatsoever, but the fact of the matter here is that what we are saying, that we have not gotten anything. These two parties continue to fight themselves, and it's in a hurricane. It's in a hurricane. UP is going after ordinary seditions because of George Weah. That's it. That's it. How are you, Sam? How's everything? So that is the real truth. Okay, what you want to say about Trocon? Trocon move from your Trocon move from your house. What you say? Let me see what Trocon say here. Where is Foya taking his number? Fire, you want me to bring you on so you come and talk? I can bring you on. And Jiba, you want to talk? Send me your email address. I was saying the key. He said the general, he is a good man, but following comments is like driving in the ocean. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me see. He will not agree, but this time CDC will be buried. We already destroyed the party headquarters. Now you see the thing that you ain't do that the one you say that you did it. You the one destroy the people party headquarters. Where you're here, the UP men say UP destroy CDC party headquarters. You the one destroy it. They put him pay the rent at all. You're not the one that destroy it. Don't can't take the glory. You're not the one that destroy it, but maybe your hand on it, so you know what you're talking about. So I will believe this one because all along when you're talking, you want me to believe it, so I will believe this one. Yeah, I will believe it. Mm, yeah. So you see, guys, these two parties have not done anything. To the Liberian people, please. You said it, and I believe in the Liberian people. Look, you know, they told us 2023, but some of us never believe it. Everybody we talk to, they say, listen, don't worry, 2029 will carry Mr. Cummings. 2029 will carry Mr. Cummings. Now, and it was both ways. Joshua was going to win. He was not going to contest. The Liberian people were going to carry 2029. Now, Mr. Bwaka will not contest 2029 and at Mr. Cummings' time. So listen, I believe in the words of the people. They have said it. People sang the song 2029. Wait for 2029. Wait for 2029. Let carry Opon or let carry Mr. Bwaka. Now, Mr. Bwaka want to contest. It's up to him. He can contest. That's just selfishness. You all want to push Mr. Bwaka in. But this election, I'm saying it again. Let me and go back to my first statement I made. People in Liberia trying to run with the whole gay issue. But let me tell you, it's the worst mistake that you will ever make in your life. Anyone who think they can publish something about Mr. Cummings will go after you. We got people waiting. We'll go after you. We know how to. Let me show you something. You know, the AI is so sophisticated. It's so sweet. If you try anything funny this election, if a UP person call Mr. Cummings gay, we will publish pictures of Mr. Bwaka doing what you yourself don't want to see. If the person who will do it, somebody will go after you. We will dance in the water. We will act dirty. We will play the dirty politics just how you wanted to play. It will not be me. No, don't get it wrong. It will not be me. We know the gays and lesbians are working in our government. But you think that nonsense going to work, that BS, it will not work this time around. You can lie from now to judgment day. You can bring all your look. We will do the first. We will be the first to send the first bullet. We will be the first to send the first shot. So we're waiting. We're not afraid. We will show you that we're not afraid. The first one were intelligent, but this time around, we're not going to draw back. We're not going to, you know, the parrot they say when you're in the water, don't worry about getting wet. This time around, only I alone talking. But there are forces back there that are coming with force. There are people who are working behind the scene, who got all the ammunition. And I'm telling you right now, I got pictures that you saw. You know, AI too sweet. You saw the one I put on my post. The one I don't want put Madam Sally there. All of them in an army uniform. They are commander in chief. So let me just tell you now. So I can change your picture. I can do anything. You do it to me, I'll do it to you. You do it, I will do it. Anybody that say you want to do this, oh, no, we're not even waiting. Just how you want to do it, that's how we do it. So AI sweet. You see this? You see Madam Salif? You see President Weah? You see Mr. Bwaka? You see Charles Taylor? 3 former presidents and 1 the present president. It's not a sarcastic. I just put them in this uniform because they are commander-in-chief. They was and he is. So let me show you another one again. I got a one from, okay, these are all the pictures that I changed. You see the pictures? These are all the pictures that I changed. You see the one here? So trust me. This is, you see Charles Taylor? You see, I just changed this one and I put this one on him. So you see that? So trust me. I can change this face. AI is sweet. Lenny. So continue. This is free now. We ain't got, just pay for the good works, the good one. So just how you think you call somebody gay, social media is sweet. We use every means, blog or whatsoever. We will use every means to every available means. We use it to attack. We're not joking about it. And I'm serious about it. So if you think you won't run around, oh, Mr. Cummings that gay, Mr. Cummings that this, that nonsense not working this time around. Somebody who been married for almost 45 years, got 2 boys, 1 woman, 45 years, with 2 kids, 5 grandkids. You think Mrs. Cummings supposed to marry or gay for 45 years because she ain't get nothing to do? What kind of decent, what kind of dirty politics? Yeah, the other man there, Obey, who brought that thing, or that's why he's sick. You know, when you lie on people, you insulting people, that is why he like that. Dirty politics. Let's go through the comment again. Chokon say, Fire, why are you guys so obsessed with Cummings? God, they're afraid. Which Cummings or UP, man? I love to be with you, General. You are great. Thank you very much, my brother. I love you. And Chokon Mo, he won't bring Congo. You see, there's another. I told you before, I said, like, bro, they are so racist. Chokon, he said, Mr. Cummings want to bring Congo guys back on us. That is the lies. And trust me, oh, you saw anything? We got everything on fire, my brother. We got all these things on fire. You calling people names. It's the same thing that Mr. Bwaka is doing today. They're thinking that Lofa County are the Lofians are the only people that need to survive in Liberia. That is why we're telling us today, he appointed all the people from Lofa County. He appointed, we will put the list up. We will name the officials that came from Lofa County. We will name the officials that came from Grand Crew. So we'll show you how racist and nepotism Mr. Bwaka is. He's proving it to us. And you, Sheikh, showing it to us. You calling other people Congo. Do I look like Congo? I'm a damn global man. Mr. Cummings is not a Congo man. He's not a Congo man. And when you talk about Congo, there is no Congo in Liberia anymore. There is no Congo in Liberia. Mr. Bwaka attended a church where they have all Congo people. And he was a deacon. He's a deacon in the church. Mr. Bwaka went to the best school in Liberia and nobody stopped him. So it just shows that we, the country people, we are the more hatred. We are hateful because we have not done anything for Liberia. After we destroy lives, we could not even build one decent school in Liberia. Yes, we could not build one decent school in Liberia. Let us say Cummings is nothing. So Mr. Bwaka is who? Mr. Bwaka is just another vagabond who eating money from Liberia, who enjoying taxpayer money. So my brother, you see anything you say, I say right back to you. Your candidate, he's nothing. He lived on the people money. When he was, after he left the vice president, there's nothing that he did. So this is the thing. So the first is that, I want to, thank you. You see, this is a decent Liberian who just made a statement. Even if this man was to say something, but he put it in a way. He said, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings is a leader that can understand Liberia problems. And he have been helping to solve some of the problems in Liberia. He have helped train some of their mothers in Liberia to make business to help earn their living. But he don't talk about it because he respects these people. You see how people, you saw the guy just said, and that's truth. That is 100% truth. Then he said, why Mr. Cummings can't go Nigeria and contest there for president? Everyone knows in Liberia that he's from that. Look at stupidity. I will block you from my place here. But anyway, I will let you to see me. Mr. Cummings. What about Mr. Bwaka that was born in Sierra Leone? Mr. Bwaka was born in Sierra Leone. Went to school. In fact, I said when he was president, he went to a old school. Mr. Bwaka was born in Sierra Leone and he crossed over to Lofa. He was born in Sierra Leone. Why he didn't go to Sierra Leone to run? Why Mr. Bwaka didn't go to Sierra Leone to run? He said, Mr. Cummings. Then you don't even know. Let me tell you a little history. The Cummings family, the name Cummings came from Togo. And remember this, we all came from somewhere. Check. Stop being racist. Stop being racist because you don't have the topic. You don't have anything to say about Ellis Cummings. Look at what he's saying. He must go to Nigeria. Go to Nigeria and run. Ellis Cummings was born in Liberia. Mr. Bwaka was born in Sierra Leone. Mr. Bwaka was born in Sierra Leone. Look at the story. Go and read the history. He was born in Sierra Leone. He was not born in Liberia. He was not born on the soil of Liberia. Me, I was born on the soil of Liberia. Although my father is Lebanese. But I was born in Liberia. Mr. Boaga was not born in Liberia. Mr. Cummings was born in Liberia. Then you won't say he will go to Nigeria. My man, stop that nonsense. Emmanuel Saki say hi from Kaka City. That Kaka City where again in Kakata? Anybody know how to? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let me see what my brother. People will not believe you. Oh no, why people will not believe me? People believe you, they will not believe me. Nobody will believe you, Gerald. No, don't say so. People will believe me. The same way people believe you, they might believe me too now. And, you know, so true. Thank you very much, Saki. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. So you see, guys, these are some of the things that we're going through. Let me see what he say again. No one believe you anything wrong about honest man, Mr. Boaga. Mr. Boaga is not an honest man. Mr. Boaga lied to us just recently. He said he know nothing about the development in the building in Lofa County. He from his own mouth. So since you're here, let me play that tape again. I will play the tape. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to what Mr. Boaga said. And you're listening to this. I want you to listen to it for yourself. That's not me. It coming from his mouth. The man who talking for Mr. Boaga lie and the other man. So you're listening.
Basically, this is owned by the government of Nigeria. Contributions will come from other regional partners, like the president said, that they will contribute. Some of them have committed to contributing. There is a circulation around that. Oh, this is built by ECO. I mean, because MRU, the president never said that this is built by MRU. It is named MRU. That doesn't mean it is MRU solely that is constructing. But our partners from other countries definitely are contributing because they will contribute.
That's the project there. You go there, there's nothing there in my name.
So who's building it? So who's building that project? Is it funded by Liberia exclusively?
It's going to be funded under the Mano River. That means Guinea, Sierra Leone, Cote d'Ivoire contributory.
But it's on already.
It's on. It's been funded.
Why didn't they tell you about the project?
Why they make it so?
Well, you know me, they know very well I would have resented initially because I don't want anything done there. And so they wanted to make sure.
So, you see that again. Even the president of Liberia don't even know that Ivory Coast is not part of the Mano River Union. He said it's funded by the union, Mano River Union. Then the other man say, no, the president never said so. So who's funding it? That Liberia? No. Guinea, Sierra Leone, Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is not part. Why would Africa want to pay for something that is not part of the union? Oh, Jesus. That's another lie. And the president is not even aware that if you are going to know, you're going to cancel it. So who signed it? Who negotiated? Thank you, Samuel. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, now let me show you something. I want you to listen for yourself, which no candidate have ever made such let me show you something. Please listen to this. I want you to and Ellis Cummings have not changed. Have not changed on this
Stab 'em, Mr. Cummings, stab 'em. Stab 'em, Alexander Cummings, stab 'em. Keep on the explode.
Are we where we are? Most Liberian homes don't have electricity. Most Liberian homes don't have running water. Most Liberians are unemployed. These are things we can change. These are things we should demand of ourselves and of our leaders. We, as Liberians, cannot keep doing the same things and expect different results. We cannot keep electing and selecting the same kinds of leaders with the same kinds of experiences and expect Liberia to change. We have to do many things differently, and that starts with selecting and electing new leaders who know how to create jobs, who know how to grow the economy, who will prioritize the Liberian people first before they prioritize themselves. And this is what I offer you, the Liberian people. The other universal truth that I want to share with you, my fellow Liberians, is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And again, I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without one penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past behavior is a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. Simply put, it's electricity, it's roads, it's water, and it's internet and cell phone connectivity across Liberia. We have to invest in infrastructure. That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. And therefore, job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not fear ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment is that by the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we are focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. And our final priority in terms of the what's is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. So those are the what's we'll do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? We're going to use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all of the what's I mentioned earlier. And the way we'll find the money is first, we'll go after waste in government. You know, we spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, and we should buy less expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and the military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top and those who actually do the work. The other way we'll find the money is going after this thing called corruption. You know, corruption has been the bane of our country. Is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we will aggressively go after corruption. The first thing we'll do is we will appoint a corruption czar, a minister in charge of corruption in the presidency that will coordinate all of the agencies that are meant to find corrupt officials. Secondly thing we'll do is we'll make sure we are giving the resources, the money, the right people, the right logistics to the anti-corruption agencies, the LACC, Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission, the General Accounting Office, the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission. We will make sure they got the right resources to go after corrupt officials. After that, when we find people who are corrupt, we will prosecute them, we will put them in jail, and we'll seize their assets. It will not be good enough for you just to resign. Okay. So those are the things we will do to really go after corruption. I have committed that I will not take a salary. The salary that is paid the president, I will allocate it towards helping to fight corruption. That's how important I think it is to us. And then the other way we'll find the money is we'll make sure we're getting full value, the full monies we're due from our natural resources. We'll look to exploit other natural resources so we can get the funds required to fund healthcare, to fund infrastructure, to create jobs. So finding the money is the second how. The next how is we want to create a government of inclusion. We want all sections of our country to be represented in the government. We want opposition political parties to be in government because we believe that having a government inclusion will help all of us make the right decisions. It will make sure that we're spreading the resources of our country across the entire country. And then the last two hows, one is growing the private sector. We will focus on growing the private sector so Liberians can primarily benefit from that growth. No longer should Liberian business people be spectators to our economy. And we want to actively support Liberianization and encourage and provide credit and other facilities to Liberian businesses so they can participate. And last but not least, we will use technology. We'll leverage technology to help us achieve our goals. So those are the what's and the hows. But let me end by leaving you again with these two universal truths. One is we cannot keep doing the same things, my people, and expect different results. We cannot keep electing the same people with the same experiences and expect Liberia to change. We need to elect and select different people to lead us, to serve us, to help us manage and run our country. And the other universal truth is the best predictor of future performance and future behavior is past performance and past behavior. And on those two counts, I believe I stand head and shoulders above the other candidates expiring. Together, we will change Liberia for the benefit of all Liberians. We will transform our country. We will give us a new start, a fresh start, so that all of us can benefit from this country we love. I thank you. God bless you. God bless the Republic of Liberia.
Okay. And this guy said, is this the guy who said Cummings was going to win the 2023 elections? You know, when limitation is a bad thing, nobody goes into a competition to lose. By me saying that I was going to win 2023 elections, I only voted only one vote. And if the people of Liberia did not vote or you win, it's not a failure in life. So get it to your brain so you will understand. Now, you are not a Cummings supporter. You either a George Weah supporter or you Mr. Boakai supporter. But I think you are Mr. Boakai supporter based on your name and based on your question that you ask. You're not even an independent person. So based on your question, because a sound man will not ask such a question. But you just listen to Mr. Cummings. Now I will show another video. This is how we know leaders. 13 years ago, when Cummings was not even thinking, he had just been promoted to administration as CFO, Chief Executive Officer, in charge of legal matters and strategic at the United States Bolding Corporation. Alexander Cummings was promoted as vice president. He took him from operation to administration, and this white guy interviewed Mr. Cummings, and he said that when I retire, I will go home. He was always on his mind, my Liberia on his mind. You understand? So it's something that a decent human being, he could go and live somewhere because God bless him. He can live anywhere in the world. God bless him to pay bills. God bless him to do whatsoever. His money is not our money. That is not why we're behind Mr. Cummings. Most of the people who's behind Mr. Cummings don't eat Mr. Cummings' money. People who came in because they think that he got money, they came to steal, and that's the problem. Because every one of them ate his sweat from Mr. Bwaka down, ate money from Alex Cummings. He benefited from Alexander Cummings. And I challenge anyone from Mr. Bwaka, the Jeremiah Kuhn, the Delon, every one of them, Mr. Cummings supported them financially in a political career. And Mr. Cummings supported Mr. Bwaka Foundation when he went to Atlanta because he know Alex Cummings. Here, Alex Cummings was not in CWA together. No. When Alex Cummings was going to CWA, Mr. Bwaka was working in the finance department of CWA. So they all attended it. I mean that they were in the same class. No, they were not in the same class. But I want you this, the last segment, and then before I will leave, it's up to you to make the judgment. Nobody is saying the same way we glorify soccer and talent or entertainers, is the same way we should glorify people who have done well. So imagine how we treat Cummings. If Cummings is not there, what are we doing? Other people? Terrible. So let's watch this one.
For being with us today.
Good to be here.
I'd like to go back a little bit in history. And can you tell us what it was like to grow up in Liberia? What that experience was for you?
Yeah, it was actually quite exciting. At the time when I grew up, in relative terms, Liberia was doing well in the context of Africa. And I was fortunate to grow up in a middle-class family. So I had wonderful elementary education, high school education, lots of friends, very large extended family. So it was wonderful. I was blessed and fortunate to have grown up in Liberia when I did.
How and when did you decide to leave and do something different?
After high school, decided to go to the United States to for college education. At the time, University of Liberia was actually quite a good school, but my parents could afford it and thought the experience and exposure of living and going to school in a different country would be good for me. And so applied and got accepted, and I went to the U.S. to study finance and economics.
At that time, did you have a sense or believe that you might return someday and try to do good works in Africa and help the continent?
Absolutely.
What was your thought behind that?
Yeah, the intent was always to go home and work. Growing up, I guess perhaps most young people, I wanted to be a doctor at one point and an engineer, and then I wanted to go into politics, and my parents said politics in Africa, and they didn't encourage it. But I always thought I'd go home and work and contribute and be with friends and family, etc. And that was the intent. In fact, after undergraduate school, Glenn, I actually returned home and worked for 2 years in the bank, Liberian Bank for Development and Investment, and then came for graduate school, and then the military took over in Liberia. Things got a bit disabled, and then I decided to stay on in the States.
As we fast forward now to your responsibilities at Coke, your portfolio is very diverse. I mean, you have legal resources, global community connections, strategic planning, infotech, et cetera, et cetera. It's a real broad scope of a position. How many people do you oversee with this?
The core group in the corporate center that I have responsibility for is about 1,800 people. And then globally, that number is about close to 3,000. within the corporation. So quite a few people. To put that number in some context, we have on what we call our core concentrate business, because we own some bottlers as well, Glenn. We have roughly close to 20,000 people globally. And so about 3,000 of those people work in the functions I have responsibility for.
Being a very diverse group of people that you oversee, what challenges do you face in a management sense?
A few. One is to find the sort of the common thread that links everything we do together. And for me, that thread is around making sure we are functionally competent. So we want to have the best lawyers, the best human resources people, the best IT talent. We want to make sure we have a service and solutions orientation to the business, so that rather than being experts for being experts' sake, we actually taking that expertise and applying to the needs of the business, and again, providing solutions to help drive and grow the business. And so there's this challenge of making sure our people understand our business, they understand how what they do helps support the enterprise, and they're doing things every day that help us drive profitable growth of the enterprise. And so the challenge of doing that keeps me busy.
Is it the old adage, you don't have to be good yourself, you just have to hire good people?
Absolutely. I usually joke that I come to work and kind of walk down the hall and make sure all the folks, key people who work for me are there, and then I shut the door and read the newspaper.
Okay. Finding that common thread, how difficult is that when you're, again, going over through so many portfolios, so many different parts of the business?
Yeah. Well, there were two challenges for me, because one, I came from the operating side of the business into a staff, sort of a services organization. And the challenge there was just finding the rhythm of how the center worked versus the operating piece. And I think now, after the first 6 months, I was able to figure that out. So that was a personal challenge. And then the challenge, again, is getting everybody to understand their role in the portfolio, how what they do helps support the business, how what they do helps enable our bottling partners or our colleagues in the operating side of the business. And so that continues to be the challenge, to make sure we understand how what we do in legal affects what happens in human resources or in accounting or in IT, how it affects our colleagues in the field. And there's an ongoing challenge to make sure those connections are there. And the enterprise is not just working within the functions, but it's working across the functions in a seamless way.
You said a very interesting phrase that I've never heard before, and that is finding the rhythm of the center. Is that a common phrase that you use, or tell me about that and how you find that center?
Well, it's oftentimes people in most corporations, you may know this, is there's always a natural tension between the field, folks in the operating units, and the people in the center. And part of why I was asked to take on this role was to try to bridge that gap and to try to bring a better sense in the center of how we can support the field, as opposed to being empires unto ourselves, if you will. And the reality is, we can bring the two pieces together much closer than they are today, but by definition it's going to be different. The rhythms are different. The people in the center tend to be more medium to long-term focused, as they should be. People in the field tend to be more focused on the next quarter and the next month, as they should be. So while there's a natural bridge that says we're all working towards driving shareholder value, the rhythms of the decisions you make, when you make them, the impact it has is actually different. And so for me personally, it was just adjusting to the different rhythms of, from the operating side, where volume, monthly volume, profit, market share, product quality, etc., to where in a center is a bit more medium term. It's a bit more creating the processes, the environment that enables the operating guys to be successful at what they do, guys and girls to be successful at what they do.
This multi-headed animal that you have to now control or wrestle with or find the natural tension, as you mentioned, did you learn those skills when in university or post-university, or is that on-the-job training?
It's on-the-job training, really. It's from experience. It's from getting your fingers burned. It's about being practical, about learning. And what school does for you, education, is it helps you think. So good education helps you to think, ask questions, to help you create frameworks, help you create processes. But it's all, at the end of the day, is on-the-job training. And so any success I've had so far, and it's only been about 18 months in this role, it's all because of the experience and what you learn on the job and the mistakes you make and the successes you had that enables you to manage this sort of multi-headed monster, if you will.
So, giving advice to students who at INSEAD or other graduate programs who may be studying, or even newly promoted workers in a company that might be facing some of the same challenges, how do you suggest they navigate those waters?
First of all, I would say early on in your career, it's got to be all about learning, and the more experiences you get early on, the better prepared you'd be to lead an organization. And so oftentimes students focus on new people coming into focus on getting promoted vertically. And that's important, that's not unimportant. But I encourage people early on to learn, to be willing to take horizontal moves, to be willing to move geographically, to get different experience in different geographies. And so my success, if I could be a bit immodest, has been because I've focused on learning. I try not to look too far ahead in terms of next career move. I do look ahead, but I don't spend too much time doing that. I focus on the current role and doing the best I can in the current role, and I focus on continuously learning, even today. And so I encourage people in school who are looking to go back into the workforce to spend time learning, take horizontal moves, move geographically, go into different functions, and learn the total enterprise. Understand the business you work for, how it actually makes money, how it generates economic value, and then bring your skills to help to enhance that.
Japanese companies for decades have famously started people at the lowest part of the company and then moved them around, not just up, but around the company. Do you think that model needs to be embraced more often? Are people today too focused on climbing straight up the corporate ladder?
I do. I do believe people, and you can move across functions and or stay within a particular function and still get very broad experience within a particular function. So if you're in finance, for example, you can spend some time in treasury, you can spend some time in tax, you can spend some time on the cost accounting side, for example, and so on and so forth. And so again, I do endorse the Japanese model of making sure people get broad experiences before they get promoted. Not to dismiss the fact that getting promoted is important as well, because it's a measure of success. But early on, I think learn, and that's the biggest message I would give to students at INSEAD.
So coming back to a management style, would you say you have a particular type of style, and if so, what is it? I
think my style is one of humility, one of a knowledge of that I don't know it all and I don't pretend to. My style is principle-based, and I believe you have to lead and manage based on some set principles. You have to have conviction about what you're doing and what you want to do. I believe in people. There are two types of people in this world, I think, and then it's not good or bad, it's just different. There's some people who come to relationships, who come to situations where you have to earn their trust. They come with a sense of skepticism, and so Glenn, you have to earn my trust. There's another set of people, I think, who come and trust you from day one, and you have to lose their trust. And I'm in the latter. I come trusting people instinctively, and they have to lose their trust. And so my style is to embrace people, to engage people. I don't micromanage, at least I don't think I do. And it's all about enabling and empowering your people to be the best they can be. And then everybody gets the credit for it, for the success.
You joined Coca-Cola in '97, I think. What changes have you seen in the corporate culture since that time? You've worked in a variety of different roles in different countries. What have you seen change?
Well, when I joined Coca-Cola was at a transition stage, because right after I joined, we lost a very famous, successful chairman and CEO, Roberto Quezada, and we had two chairmen and CEOs in between for very short tenures. And so we went through a troubled period. We had some challenges with our bottling partners. As you know, we're a franchise system. And so it was a very difficult period between 97 when I joined until about 2003, 2004. Since 2004, we have turned the business around. Our relationships with our bottlers are a lot better than they were today. We are back focused on winning And so we describe today having a winning culture. We believe in ourselves. We believe in the enterprise. We believe in what we do. We're much more connected to communities where we work and do business. So a very positive swing in the culture and the attitude, in doing some things that we did pre-97 before I joined that we sort of forgot, we sort of lost our way. And those things about people, about community, about optimism, about believing in ourselves, believing in the products and categories we sell. We sort of lost that for a while, and now we've gotten that back.
How do you bring those basic qualities back? Sometimes those are tough ones to reinstill after they've been lost.
It's all about leadership. It's all about the leaders recognizing the qualities that will make the enterprise successful, and then embracing the organization to embrace those values, embrace the culture, living by example, rewarding people for the right behaviors. Those are all the things that you do, and it doesn't happen overnight. But you do those things, you reward people, you encourage them, you walk the talk, and the culture comes back. And then have some success in the marketplace. There's nothing like having marketplace success, having the investment community recognize that and appreciation in your stock price. All of that reinforces that the things you're doing are the right things to do to drive the business.
You've done very well for yourself in this company. I was looking at one of your tax filings that's readily available online. You're a wealthy man, I think you could say, or you've done extremely. Are you an embodiment of an American success story?
I am. You know, I often say the United States is the best country in the world. It's got challenges and issues and problems, and everybody knows what those are. But frankly, I'm not sure there's any other country in the world where a person from Liberia, and there are many stories like this in the U.S., as you know, could go to the United States and do as well as I've done. And so I've been very fortunate, very blessed to have had the opportunities I've had. And only in the U.S. I think I could have gotten those opportunities. And Coca-Cola is a very diverse corporation. We're in over 200 countries in the world. I believe our leadership, I don't know this empirically, but I'm pretty sure our leadership is perhaps the most diverse of any corporation in the world. Our chairman and CEO is Turkish. The head of our bottling investment group is Irish. The head of Asia Pacific is Colombian. Head of Latin America is Mexican. Head of Europe is French. I'm an African. And we have a few Americans we throw in there, CFO and chief head of marketing, but a truly diverse organization that embraces diversity. And so I think Coke is also unique in a way in terms of the diversity of the employee base.
If you don't mind, let's talk a little bit more about Africa. You're a big supporter of Africa causes, notably Africare. Do you see enough African or African American executives trying to support and promote the continent in a way that is really useful and progressive?
Not enough. I would say there's clearly some African organization that does that. African American Institute that I'm also on, or was on the board, does that. So there's a lot of good work happening with African Americans and Africans in trying to help the continent. But we can always do more. We can always do better. And I would say perhaps there's an opportunity to do more than is happening today. But you also have to understand that African Americans have challenges as well that they have to address domestically. And so it makes it perhaps difficult to support Africa as much as I would like to see that happen. And the same is true for Africans. The continent is challenged. But can we do more? Absolutely. Should we do more? Yes.
And I don't mean to put it in racial terms because it's a problem that I think everyone can contribute to. The reason I mention it in that sort of wording is just because there are so many African Americans and Africans who have done extremely well in a corporate sense globally, not just in the U.S. And many of them do take time to support causes. And yet it seems like the problems in Africa still remain from generation to generation.
Yeah. But I don't think it's because Africans perhaps are not giving back enough. They are not. And there's an opportunity to teach people about philanthropy, both African Americans, I think, and Africans. Again, the U.S. is unique in that sense, where philanthropy is so well ingrained, if you will, even the tax system supports giving. That's not true in the rest of the world, perhaps a bit more so in Europe, I think. But the rest of the world, not so much so. But I think the promise of Africa, at the end of the day, are Africa's problems. is about leadership in Africa. And until Africans demand the sort of leadership they need to fix their problems, we will have the continuous issues you suggest, Glenn. So we can look to the rest of the world to fix our problems in Africa. Yes, they can help. Yes, perhaps they should help. But Africans got to say, you know what, we're not going to make excuses for ourselves. We're going to tackle the problems and we're going to solve the problems. You know, when I went to Nigeria, running our Coke business in Nigeria, one of the things I said to the team, I said, look, infrastructure is tough. Power, water, all of these things. And I said, look, but that's our reality. It was that way last year. It's that way today. And unfortunately, it'll be that way next year. So we got to adapt. We got to do what we need to do in the context of this environment. And unless people take that attitude, Africans take that attitude, the continent will never move ahead. So we need to own changing Africa. And until we do, can't depend on the West to do that for us.
Well, with so many sought-after natural resources on the continent and so many, let's say, less than honorable forces at work within the continent, how do people truly break through that, and how do you make a sea change of in economy, in culture, lifestyle? It just seems like so many of the problems are insurmountable.
They're very difficult, but there are examples, and again, it comes back to leadership. And there are examples in Africa of countries that are doing relatively well compared to the rest. Botswana, Uganda, Tanzania, Mali, Senegal. And you could find fault with every one of those models or their leaders because they're not perfect. But they're all making progress. South Africa, go in the right direction. Again, you can find tons of fault, just as you can with the US. So the fact is there are examples of countries that are moving in the right direction, that are making progress, albeit more slowly than we'd like. And there are no silver bullets. There's no easy answer. But it can happen. But it's about leadership. It's about getting 3, 4, 5 key people in every country, and you can change it. It's true in corporations. Corporations that are in trouble, if you get the right, that's why CEOs get paid so much money, because they make bad calls, and you know the repercussions, the dominant impact is huge. And similarly, when they make right decisions, but you get the right leader, who get the few right people in the right positions, and in time you can change countries, you can change enterprises, and that's what Africa needs, is the right leadership.
As you look externally, trying to help or make a difference internally, what can Coke and other multinationals, really do to encourage an active business environment without getting sucked into the local or the national problems of countries? Whether it's corruption, degradation of natural resources, making the gap larger in poverty, and how can companies vary? Isn't it a tricky equation to get involved?
Not really. Something I'm proud to say, Coke does a relatively good job in this area, in almost every geography in the world. And speaking in Africa specifically, we've done, compared to most multinational, a relatively good job of giving back, whether it is through our Coke Africa Foundation, whether it is encouraging employee volunteerism across the continent. We actually focus on giving back on sustainability across the world, because our enterprise, our business is only as good as the communities where we live and work and where we sell our product. And we actually believe it's a virtuous circle. You engage the community, you help the community, you help empower the community. As you create wealth for the community, they buy more Coke, Fanta, Sprite, Heaven and Earth, etc., etc. Can we do more? Yes. Can other multinationals do more? Yes. But I think increasingly multinationals are realizing that they have to play a role in helping to solve the problems of the world. And this trifecta of business, government, and civil society working together, I think, is the key to solving the world's problems. Easier said than done. Not enough progress being made, but there's a recognition, I think, today that those three pieces have to work if we're going to move the world ahead. And Coke is very actively engaged around the world in working with a bunch of NGOs to actually bring help and support Haiti. Company is very engaged with the Red Cross, providing water directly to victims. And the system just almost galvanizes instinctively to help. But beyond catastrophes, on an ongoing basis, we think it's a key part of our success.
Alex Cummings, thank you very much for being with us
Thank
today.
you. Great to be here.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I have come to the end of this. You have heard it for yourself. And what his name, he said that this is what this guy wrote. This is what he put out here. I just wanted for people to see it. But I will tell you today, my brother, what I have done in Liberia for myself and what I do for people in Liberia, I don't need to explain to you. And if you say what I have done to elect Mr. Cummings, I don't know what other people have done for other people. But anyway, I'm not here to go back and forth. You just have to follow me and learn something from me. I'm not an educated person. I'm just smart. That's all. And I know the issues. I speak on what I know. I don't speak on things that I don't know anything about. So that is the real truth. But Liberia is our home, and my brother, nothing here to hurt me, so I don't have to even talk. I don't have to even read. If it hurt me, I'm not even going to put a comment. I'm going to take it out. But I just want for people to know how sometimes we Liberians comment, and that is the real truth. And I will stick with the one that I believe can make the change. I am not a UP person. I'm not a sedition. I'm not from CDC, so I will stick with my small little party. But I know that I have the best, and everybody is aware, but out of hatred. And the funny part is that the person who making this statement, let me show you something. Let me show you something. That's how painful it is. That's how painful to see people who make statement when they come on your post and they put up a statement, a comment. You ask yourself, you see them. The first thing, he don't have a picture. So sometimes it's a fake profile. Sometimes it's not even a real stuff. They got fake names, because the fact is that if you know yourself, if you want, you see all the other people that are posting, you see here, they have their picture. But look here, he got a $sign, and on Facebook, it's a fake page. It is a fake page, or that's somebody who trying to be sarcastic. So they think that you will go back and forward them. No, you can't do that. I would love to talk to a real person that when I look at your profile, when I view your profile, I know your profile is genuine, then we can talk. So that is the whole thing. So I'm going to keep you up. Don't worry. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to do anything. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you. And this is just the beginning. We will be airing on radio 5 days a week. We'll be on other radio stations in Liberia. We'll be working along with 73 districts. So my intention is to work with young people to teach them to understand that, listen, we have a right, we have a responsibility to Liberia. We will not sit there and allow the same old politician over and over. So until Mr. Cummings can decide he want to contest, we will be telling our people what is what. So if you think that the job we're looking for, no, we're not looking for a job. If the time comes for us to contest ourselves, we will contest. And look, never be afraid. Don't let no one bullies you. Don't let no one tell you that Liberia cannot change. Liberia will change. It's just that Liberians, we are not patient enough. We rush. We want to see things overnight, but it don't work that way. And it's not about how many times you fall or how many times you lose a race. It's about getting up and continue. President Lincoln, he lost so many elections, but today he has been one of the best president of America. You know what I'm saying? When Liberia got the independence, it been so long until President Lincoln recognized Liberia. You see how long it took? So don't allow no one to tell you that there will be no change in Liberia. There will be change in Liberia. So Ellis Cummings was moving when we were still Liberians. Ellis Cummings was doing his thing. We were still Liberian. There were other people who contested. But remember this change. Now we're in 2026. 2026 will not be like 2025. So as time goes back, we'll understand it. Only people, only fools, they say wise man changes, but only fools. So I'm going to leave you with this. There's a quote by Albert Payne. They said, no matter what you do for yourself, whatever you do for yourself, let me put it in a Liberian way. Whatever you do for yourself and you benefiting, it will die with you. Your education can never be transferred. Your sickness can never be transferred, neither your death. It will die with you. But whatever you do for others and the world as in whole, it will remain as immortal, because that means if you're a good person, that when you die, it will remain and say, oh, John Brown did this, John Brown did that. So that is what you need to take with you. So not about you, your selfishness, it should keep to you, but always remember the people that are behind you, because history will hold us. History will judge people who sit on the fence. There are three groups of people. They got people who wish for things to happen, but they are lazy. They got people who just sit and look. They know they can do it, but they're just looking to see if it will happen. Like this guy who say never belongs to God, but Mr. Cummings will never be president. He just watching to see if Mr. Cummings will be president. And they got people who make things happen. What you want to do? Are you going to be part of people who make things happen? Or you just want to wish and say that we're all doing it, wishing for it? No, I'm not wishing for it. I'm working for it. I want to see that change, that I will go home and enjoy myself and come back and go to places and retire, because Liberia is my country. I don't know about you, but I know about myself. And I will say this, no matter how long you keep a lizard in the water, it will never turn to be a crocodile. This government has failed us. The citizen government has failed us. So the fact is the fact. We want to change. We want our people to be strong. They are not lazy people. Liberians are not lazy, but we make them sometimes lazy. That's the fact. Let me put this one up. Samuel Hollywood and Hollywood. He said, this is the son. This is the son of Mama Liberia, want to work for his people for free. I could never refuse such a man to lead me to prosperity. That's the real fact. It take a Liberian. It take a Liberian. It take a Liberian politician to speak like Alex Cummings. It take a Liberian politician to think like Alex Cummings. We have been seeing the OT until the entire country doing the same thing over and over, because our role models are crook. So they don't even know. Thank you very much. God bless you. And this is Munel Kishen, aka the General. And you will continue to see this face. You can say whatever you want to say. But I will tell you, it might be rough at it as time goes by. And don't look at me and think I don't go to Liberia. I was in Liberia. The only time I go to Liberia was this year, this current year. I came back late. I came back in December 19. So I got back in December 19. So is this, so we will be to Liberia. We were talking Liberia. We got our hearts in Liberia. We got our projects in Liberia. We have our foundation in Liberia. We are doing things for people in Liberia to show that we love that country. We're not getting any benefit from Liberia financially. We're spending our money instead of getting, no, we're spending our money, we're helping people. So I don't worry about people making a foolish statement on our post. And you see, if Liberians choose not to vote for Mr. Cummings, I love this comment by Catherine. She said, no, not this. In fact, she was trying to tell him, look, Liberia needs serious change to come into modern war and will be blessed to have a transformative leader. In Ghana, they are building smart homes. While in Liberia, you even get current. Now, this is what she said here, and I like this one here. I like this one that she put up here. She talking to you again. She's telling you, look at this, like she said, similar size like Singapore and Ireland and New Zealand are much better off. Mr. Cummings does not have a problem. Liberia needs better leadership. You see, Mr. Cummings the one don't have the problem, but Liberia needs a better leadership. So it takes a citizen when you speak. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I will close it with the last one. And Brother James. Alexander Cummings has had a significant impact on Liberia through his philanthropic work. Listen, this is the fact. This is the real fact. Look, if Mr. Cummings chose to explain what he did in Liberia, maybe Liberians, but he will not do it. I'm not going to force him to do it because he believed that when Mr. Cummings help you, if Mr. Cummings help you and you believe that he helped you, go and say it. Don't keep it to yourself. We went to BWI to speak. In fact, right in the United States, I tried to talk to someone from BWI. They said, oh, my man, that thing is too political. Mr. Cummings contributed a generator. Nobody from BWI brave to say it because of politics. Politics. Oscar Cooper got over 500, if I'm not mistaken, students on scholarship at that voting place. Imagine that man could not get 10 votes. But every day they go there and cry. You see how bad and terrible. We ourselves causing the problem. And Mr. Cummings built churches, mosques. He built bridge in Lofa County. Mr. Cummings took care of hospitals. Mr. Cummings spent real money and he challenged people. The Nima Community College, the engineering department was built from the foundation to the top by Alex Cummings. You go to the University of Liberia today in Fender, the only computer lab was put there by Alex Cummings. But he will not tell you, he don't have to say it. If you vote for him, fine. You don't vote for him, fine. Because you listen to his interview that when he retire, he want to go home. He has the biggest foundation in Liberia. And people work there, they're on salary. They are not, he have an office. The foundation has an office. How many politicians has a foundation? Where is Mr. Bwaka Foundation office? Where is Mr. Weah Foundation office? Where is Darius Dillon, the foundation office? No. You know what I'm saying? So they built the place. They look. So I don't know why you people talk. Mr. Cummings has spent a lot. You don't need to start running around. So whether you vote for him or not, but we'll continue to tell you that let us take the opportunity. It's time for a change. It's time for a change, and we need that change, and we will run with that change. If come 2029, Mr. Cummings don't win, it will not kill me. Once God gives me life, if Mr. Cummings don't win 2029, it will not change my life. It will not change my life at all. It will not change my life at all. But this is what, for the young people's sake, our young people from 20 to 35 years old, they understand. They understand. From that age, let us do what we can do for our people. The old politicians fail us. And now the people who said the old politicians failed them, they're trying to fail the young people. Don't let nobody fool you, the 15 years old. Just imagine 15, 16, 17, 18. Before 2023, in 2029, they will be 18 years old. These are the young people. They know about technology. They know about the internet. They know how the world is moving and they need it in their country. Who should the politician going to bring that? She just made it say, and that's true. In Ghana, they got a smart house. They get smart houses that you go to Ghana hotel now. You just use the card. You go in. In Liberia, we stay struggling. We're struggling with light. We're struggling with internet. We are struggling with all these things. None of our officials are saying it. All they do is to fill up their pockets. And after they leave office, they're done. They're done. And so if not, I can stay and speak for the next 4, 5, 6 hours. I'm doing it because I love my country. And you listen to me because you love your country. And I respect people who don't support Mr. Cummings. But sometimes, if you don't support someone, say something. Even if I'm saying that Mr. Bwaka leadership is terrible, You can still say something, but you making statement, he's cursed, he this, he that, and all kinds of things. It's just foolish to show that Liberians and sometimes you look at the people that are talking. You ask yourself the question, who is this? Look at, you barely can find food to eat, but you honor somebody post. You barely can find the fresh food to eat. You still living like bro, struggling. But Cummings will never be president. He will never be president. You voted for them. You still can't find nothing to eat. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye for now. And this is Ellis Cummings and New Year's Day.
Never